Hello everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of The Sauce with your host, Thomas. I would like to talk to you today about a conversation I had with one of my friends a couple years ago about the sexual predator list. Now, I personally believe that the sexual predator list is kind of an unlawful, or rather just unjust thing to have in general. Although I do personally believe that it is a good idea, and I think people have the right to know what people around them have done. But in general, I think that it's just not really a fair thing for those who have been convicted, tried, and have served their sentence. Now, this isn't because I think that people shouldn't know. It's more or less because I think it is the government's way of saying that our jail system does not work. Obviously, if our jail system did work, we wouldn't have to post them on a list, would we? Because the purpose of jail is to reform our criminals so that they are no longer a threat to society and they have changed their ways. Now, if they had changed their ways, there would be absolutely no reason to put them on a sexual predator list, correct? Well, if that's the case, then why does the sexual predator list exist? Do you wonder this? Because I certainly do, and that was the point I posed to my friend several years ago. If the legal system worked, and the sexual predator list did not exist, then obviously the people would have been reformed. They would have been completely changed. Since the purpose of the legal system is to reform criminals, I think it's extremely bad form for the government to force people to be put on a list after they've already served their sentence. Because they have effectively, by serving their sentence, proven to society that they are fit to rejoin us and that they are reformed individuals. Now, this isn't always the case, obviously. Nobody really changes unless they want to change. Hell, I know I want to change personally, and I've been trying to change some things about me for years, and it's just not even happening. And I'm trying, and I want the things to occur. However, obviously, somebody tossed into the legal system, sent to prison, what have you, whether or not they want to change or not, will they? Probably not. But that's not really the point. If they're going to put people on a sexual offenders list after they've already served their sentence, to me, it just seems wrong. Unless they're going to just straight come out and say that the legal system does not work. Obviously, they can't change the entire legal system. That'd be extremely complicated. But I personally think that it's ridiculous that people are put onto this list. Or, if at least they're going to put people onto the list, they should narrow it down or add little details to it to the point where it's oh, you search for sexual offenders around you and it tells you how many people are convicted, offenders for rape, and how many people are just on that list because they once took a piss outside of a building and somebody saw them and then they were tossed on that list. And secondly, why are people tossed onto that list for being sexual offenders for things like that, like peeing in public? That's just ridiculous. So you go camping with your entire family or something and you're peeing in the woods and some father and his super uptight mom and their child walk by and they see you peeing in the woods, and their dad just gets all offended and their mother 10 times more offended. Oh my God, my son saw your penis. Oh, the world might come to an end. We're going to toss you on a sexual offender list so that nobody will feel comfortable living around you ever again, and most other places won't hire you. That's ridiculous. I mean, really super absurd. Especially in that case. Because it's oh, okay, the little boy saw a penis. Okay, he has one of those. Big whoop. Nobody's really going to cry over that. And even if it was a vagina or anything like that, what the hell is the big deal? He's going to see one when he grows up anyway. And if he doesn't, then I don't even know what the heck he's doing or what his family is doing. I feel like I originally had more to talk about on this topic, but I can't really remember most of the original conversation / argument me and my friend were originally having. So more or less, I guess, that was another episode of The Sauce. So thanks for tuning in. Click that little subscribe button I'm going to put right over here, and have a fantastic day. Yeah, excuse me, I ordered a ham sandwich, and you gave me a child molester? What's going on with this? I want a refund, sir. What the... Yeah. Worst timing fucking ever.